It was a big win because Pete Hegseth showed the world that he is ready to take command of the Pentagon on day one. And the Democrats, these Senate Democrats, look like complete clowns. Frankly, they were not organized, as you said. They did not land any punches. They didn't even put a finger on him. And he will easily be confirmed, and he'll be the next Secretary of Defense.
Do I have the strategy right? Pull back the curtain for us. Tell us why Team Trump, and I know that there are outside groups helping, such as yours, decided Hegseth first, alone, all in on this one confirmation fight.
Well, I like the fact that Pete Hegseth has become a heat shield for all the other nominees because he's just made today's hearing with Pete Hegseth has showed that the other nominees are going to get through a lot easier because of this heat shield that they provided. The Democrats came at Pete Hegseth with everything they had today, and they look like, again, clowns.
It was unimpressive, just in terms of the politics of it and the organization of it. We're going to talk to some Democrats later on. One thing that I saw that was different of Trump 1.0 to Trump 2.0 is this ability to arm twist, and there was carrots and sticks in getting Republican senators in line here across the board. Is that the same playbook for Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr.?
Well, what we're doing at the Article 3 project, what was missing in President Trump's first term is we are an outside group, we are ferocious, and we have insider experience. And we've had tens of thousands of Americans contact their home state senators via phone and email and light up these home state senators. And we help these Senate Republicans find and keep their backbones.
An interesting way of putting arm twisting. I had not quite heard that one before. Article 3, based in the Constitution. The Constitution says the Senate shall advise and consent. What you're setting up here, though, is not advice and consent. It's rubber stamp. And I'm wondering how that is congruent with your mission to be true to the Constitution.
Well, I was the chief counsel for nominations on the Senate Judiciary Committee, and so I understand the constitutional role quite well. For the president's executive branch nominees, particularly his cabinet picks, the president gets to pick his own team, and so long as they're qualified, the Senate should confirm them. It doesn't matter whether the Senate has a personality or a policy disagreement. The president gets his own team. The president doesn't pick Senate staffers, and they shouldn't pick the president's staffers so long as they're qualified.
All right, well, Mike, due respect, and I don't often argue law with a lawyer because I'm not one, and I don't like arguing with people who are smarter than me on TV. But that's not what the Constitution says. I mean, there's a reason the Constitution the founders put in, advise and consent. They didn't have to do that. If the president got to hire whoever he wanted, as senators do, they wouldn't have had a check and a balance. And again, what is the rationale for taking that away with, as you point out, making senators find their backbone?
Well, they are providing their advice and consent. They are making sure that these nominees are qualified. Pete Hegseth is clearly qualified. If someone says he's disqualified because his personal misconduct, it's their job to come forward with clear and convincing public testimony and other evidence to show that he's disqualified. And if they can't do that, if you have Macy Hirono, the dumbest senator in American history, putting out innuendo and drive-by political shootings, that's not going to fly. We tried that with Kavanaugh, and it didn't work for the Democrats. We sent 4 Senate Democrats packing in 2018 because of the Kavanaugh fight. So if the Democrats want to replay the Kavanaugh strategy, we are very happy to do that at the Article 3 project.
Is that essentially the playbook, right? Is that the Republican playbook here of pull Kavanaugh off the shelf, run that same play of fighting back and not giving an inch on anything and forcing Republicans, as you put it out, to find their backbone and coalesce support around the nominee?
Look, if anyone says a nominee is not qualified, I'm all ears. If anyone says a nominee is disqualified because of the personal misconduct, they don't have the current character and fitness to serve, I'm all ears. But if they have a personality or policy disagreement with one of the president's executive branch nominees, too bad. The president won. He won 312 electoral votes. He won the popular vote. He won a mandate.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.